I told my girlfriend to unalive herself, and she did. We had been dating for 3 years, and she was like my best friend. My first impression was that she was this cute girl who was really fearless, and her life was perfect and nothing bothered her. Turns out she was and still is the most unstable person I've ever met in my life. There was a point where she was constantly calling me crying about something that had upset her, like she found one roach in her new apartment, or because exams were killing her and she's stupid, or because her friends canceled on her or her father isn't listening to her again. Each and every time she called, I would drop everything I was doing and go help her. It got to a point where I was often sacrificing important matters. One time I even left a job interview for a really good company because she was having a body dysmorphia breakdown. Her mental breakdowns eventually overshadowed all the good times, and I found myself centering all my decisions and time on her. Friends and family started saying this was toxic, and she was dragging me down, so I finally broke up with her in person and comforted her for an entire 5 hours after, just sitting there holding her while she cried. She had begged me to stay and promised she'd get better and that she needed me. That's what kills me every time. After a few weeks of not talking, I tried contacting her just in case she needed help, but she stopped answering my calls. She called me while I was in a class seminar, and I got so mad for some reason because everyone could hear my phone ringing and my professor was giving me the murder eye. I got madder than usual, almost freaking lost it, and ended up telling her to F off. That's seriously what I said. And then she started crying and told me she was going to end herself because she's hurting, and me thinking about all the she's manipulative and toxic, and how my family and friends were on my side too. I just told her, well, do it then, and hung up and went back to class. I don't know why I said those things. I was just really angry and annoyed, but after a few hours I was okay and tried calling her back to apologize, but she didn't answer. Then I found out from a friend that she unalived herself the next day. I think about it every single day, and it's literally eating me up inside. I quit college. I'm addicted to stuff that I probably shouldn't even say on here, and no one wants to be around me anymore. I feel like a effing murderer sometimes. All I needed to do was be there for her, and maybe she wouldn't have done it, or at least not be a jerk and tell her to do it. The funny thing is, everyone thinks I did her some good, and that it's so beautiful that the love of her life was the last one to talk to her. I keep thinking that maybe if I hadn't been the last one, maybe she'd still be alive.